you look in the dictionary, innovation is basically based on something new or different. I'd rather push that a little bit further, a bit like how Sir Ken Robinson pushes creativity. He says creating something that has value. And at the same time, Daniel Pink, who wrote the book A Whole New Mind, also uses the phrase creating something the world never knew was missing. So I think innovation is something that has never been created before, and it also adds value to society.
Thank you. How would I define innovation? I would define innovation as either doing new things or figuring out ways of flipping existing things. So maybe there's something that's been done before, but there's some twist or spin on it that's never been thought of. And always trying to think when we see something, how could I twist or spin this to make it newer, to make it better, to have a positive effect for people on the planet? That's good innovation.
Innovation is something that hasn't been done before and that makes things better for people.
If you had a week to create anything you wanted, what will it be?
I'm thinking about it a long time because I'm hung up on the fact that I have to do it within 1 week, and I really would like to have a working prototype. Now, if I had 1 full week with all my developers and also my graphic designers and whatnot, I have a simple idea on how people could learn and take classes and make classes online. A very simple platform that I'd like to create, and I think we'd be able to create a very awesome prototype within a week, like an alpha pilot or they call them an MVP, which stands for a minimal viable product. I feel that we can make that in a week.
A week to make anything I wanted. Well, I'm a writer, and there's a lot of writing projects that I would like to do that I seem to never have time to do. So I imagine if I had a week where I had no other responsibility, I would work on writing. Probably a week isn't enough time for a whole other book, so I would work on writing an article in that time.
I would make a small guitar that had the sound of a large guitar.
PBL and innovation interconnect with each other.
Well, essentially, as I said before, innovation should have value. And when something has value, it's helping with a particular need of sorts. So essentially, you want someone to do PBL, for example, if I want teachers to learn how to do PBL, if you want students to work in PBL, then they have a lot of need because maybe they're finding it hard to design a project, maybe they're finding it hard to work with their teammates. So all of a sudden, you could innovate, either create content or create some services or create some kind of software product to help them design projects, work with others. So essentially, innovation should help with a need that PBL has created.
PBL and innovation hopefully connect. I think in good PBL you'll see innovation or possibilities for it, because when people are learning through projects, they're trying to answer a question. Hopefully a good project is trying to solve a problem. And so if you look at what is that question that's driving this project, if you're able to answer it, or at least move closer to the answer, you're innovating. You're figuring out new things.
I think PBL provides an opportunity for both students and teachers to innovate and create new things.
You ready?